I love coming down to this part of the track here because of the nature. There's so much nature around here, and the tranquility of the river is really calming coming down through here. I like it because of the physical benefits I get from coming here, from the walking and the running, but for me it's more about the mental benefits, the mental health that I get from this place. It provides me with peace of mind. You know, all the stuff that's going on in my life, I come down here and that just all melts away.
There are 7 subspecies of river red gums dotted around Australia. The one that occurs here on the Murrumbidgee is Eucalyptus comoldulensis, subspecies comoldulensis. When there's a flood event, you get a big germination, you get lots of saplings coming up. Over time, they'll thin themselves out, and it might take 40, 50, 60 years from that big flood event, but they do that naturally through competing with each other for light and nutrients and water. So a rule of thumb, if they're over about 1 metre in diameter, they're probably 400 or 500 years old. You can think of the tree in terms of a variety of different habitats provided by the canopy itself, and that's habitat for a whole load of leaf-feeding insects and also the birds that feed on those insects. As you come down onto the stem, you'll find hollows in the branches, and that's important nesting habitat for birds. Roots are also providing habitat, particularly when the tree finally topples over into a river, and those roots are providing habitat for fish, and also the whole tree, as a stag in the river, is providing habitat for algae and things that will actually colonise the bark itself. For Indigenous people, these trees really signified life, and they signified shelter, and they signified food. Under that bark, there's a whole host of insects, many of which are edible. And then leaves were used as medicine, flowers were used to make into refreshing drinks, as well as bark for utensils and for making bark canoes, which were absolutely critical. So since European settlement, river red gum forests have been used for multiple purposes, not just timber or those sorts of extractive uses like grazing and so on. And over time, their value for tourism, recreation, conservation, those sorts of things have become much more prominent. Without these trees lining the river, what you'd see is a much broader braided channel, much shallower, instead of this single consolidated main channel. In this kind of environment, the river red gums play an absolute critical role on the bank in holding soil and sediment together and preventing the bank from slumping and from erosion taking place. River red gum forests really are special places where trees, water, life come together, and there's a calm about this place, and there is a sense of timelessness in this landscape.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's fantastic, the idea of having a rail trail coming so close to this part of the river trail, because it opens it all up and makes it much more accessible. And it'd be great, you know, if more people could come down here, bring the kids down here, come down by themselves. It's already so close to town. You know, town's just 100 metres away, but a lot of people don't realise that it's here, and it's such a great place.